How did it feel out there with the rain? Did it impact you? The weather? Did it make it kind of tough?
Yeah, I mean, it was tougher. We've been pretty lucky with spring ball not having any bad weather. I mean, we were always either inside just because we didn't want to mess up the practice field, or we were outside because it's beautiful weather. Yeah, I mean, weather is something you got to deal with as a quarterback, and obviously I'd like to take those two, overthrown balls away. That's what happens when you overthrow a receiver. You get the guys behind them playing into it, and they got some picks on me. But yeah, I mean, weather was a factor, but I got to do a better job taking care of the ball.
The other day you mentioned chemistry between you and the receiving core. Does it, a game situation like this, does it make it any easier now? I mean, do you kind of have a better feel?
Well, it sure tells who I'm working with chemistry wise. When we get put into a game, chemistry shows up, and so it kind of gives you a gauge of like who I'm really working well with and who I'm not. I think summer's going to be a huge part of that. I think we can take a lot of time and get on the routine of just working what we want to work on. And, I think I said this before, just with the guys understanding the offense, being in it for about 15 practices now, it's going to be crucial for us to get in there and now start to really work on a lot of the smaller things.
Overall, how would you evaluate this past spring?
It was good. I enjoyed just getting back into this offense, playing at a new place, meeting new guys. It was just a good refresher, honestly. I just enjoyed it. Productivity-wise, there's obviously plenty of things to work on, but just being back out there in this offense with this new team, I think was great.
Are you starting to feel settled? It takes time in a transition like this.
Shoot, yeah. I mean, I guess.
Comfortable, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I've been away from home for 5 years now. I mean, originally from Ohio, played at Virginia, and then being here, it's not really any different. Being at Virginia, just a new setting, new teammates and new coaches. But they made me feel welcome like that. It didn't take me long to get settled in.
So what happens now? Obviously spring's over and camp's coming a long way away. What is the time period like that?
Yeah, so we get to finish up classes. Guys get a nice little break. They can do whatever they want. When we get back here, I think May 14th, I think's the date. We got, at least for me, in my perspective, we got to set a good routine with guys and each day what we want to do, whether it's film work or on the field work. Just keeping a routine so guys know when to be here and what to expect. Especially in the summer, just because we have workouts in the morning, that's all we have. So that's just kind of my idea and what it's looking forward to in the summer and how we can get better for the fall.
Is that more player-led?
Yeah, 100%. Coaches, they're in and out on the road, maybe on some vacation, get a little time off. So it's strictly on us, and I think we have plenty of guys on the defensive side and offensive side that get that done.
How important is it to learn your receivers and what they do well?
Oh, it's huge. I think that's what spring ball was kind of for. And I does a really good job with personality and guys that are good at certain things, and that's what we kind of needed to get a gauge of for spring ball and see what guys were really good at and what their strengths were. So I think from here we can just continue to work on those things and those strengths, and we'll start to evolve the offense a little bit more.
On the INTs, Coach said one was on the receiver and one was on you.
Oh, shoot, they're all on me. It's all on me. You don't have to blame it on no one else.
What did you see on those and what went wrong?
So one was into the back with a nice little option route, and I thought he was going to settle it down, and he wasn't. He kept ripping to the flat.
That was the one Coach put on him.
But that's me. I gotta make sure the ball's protected there. And then the second one, trying to think. I think I just hung on a route too long, a little branch route, and I just hung on it too long. It sailed on me. So yeah, I mean that's what you get. Just gotta take care of the ball better.
Do you think this thing is further along? I mean, obviously this isn't your first rodeo, it's the first time here, but do you think this thing, how far along is it? Do you like where you guys are at right now?
I'm very happy where we're at. A lot of guys, I think it just comes down to the willingness of the guys, and I think they're willing to work and get better, and they understand that, I think with just Coach and I's pedigree of, I guess, what he did last year against the defense and how good the defense was, there's just a lot of okay, if we work really hard and we do this on ourselves, put this on ourselves, we can really make this thing special. So I think it just comes down to the players, and they've been great so far.
And this defense is mentioned, a pretty good defense. I mean, how much does that help in preparing, going up against these guys?
Yeah, I mean, that's another thing. I was like, listen, there's going to be some ups and downs at practice. We're playing against a good defense, probably definitely the top in the ACC, and we just got to keep working. Don't get flustered by anything, no matter what it is. We're installing an offense right now, and they're full throttle at us, coming at us, and I think it's going to make us better. There's a lot of things that they do that other teams don't, and there's a lot of things that this offense does that this defense kind of stops, but other defense aren't having to stop these things. So there's a lot of things that we can work off each other, but no, it helps us in the long run.
being able to come out the tunnel, did it get the juices flowing a little bit, even though it's practice?
Yeah, so I didn't really, we did the pregame warm-up stuff, and coming out the tunnel was my first time ever running through it. And I took off early, apparently. I think I just took off through the smoke, and Coach Doran was supposed to stop us and get us going. That was my whole first time really into that. But no, it was good. I wish we had some good weather so the stands could be a little bit more packed. I think we would have got a good crowd. But I'm just excited. Our next home game is going to be against Notre Dame, so we got a lot to prepare for. We got a lot to look forward to.